Hey guys, welcome to the first video from LOL Council. This is gonna be pretty much a big like YouTube about talking about new releases, providing pretty good content. I'm not gonna be too much on like the whole send me in clips, I'll post them. I might start a top 5 thing later when we get like a bigger fan base. But as for now, it's gonna be pretty much just what League of Legends posts. I'm gonna do speculation, I'm gonna talk about it, and I wanna know what you guys think. And obviously the newest thing is the new champion Zed, the Master of Shadows, and this is where they actually talk about him. So he looks pretty awesome. I'm gonna talk about what he looks like first. He kind of reminds me of Talon with like the armor and stuff, but then I thought of Akali with his two like dual blade kind of things. I don't know. We'll see. Forbidden new champion stalks the field of justice in the upcoming patch. Zed, the Master of Shadows, deadly in many roles, including mid lane and jungle. This Dark Assassin's energy-based gameplay revolves around conjuring and commanding shadow clones. Alright. Well, his abilities, his passive. When Zed attacks an enemy below 50% health, he deals an additional 8% of their maximum health as magic damage. This effect has a short cooldown. That's a little weird. I don't know. The cooldown doesn't really make much sense to me, but it sounds kind of OP if the cooldown wasn't there. Razor Shuriken. Zed and his Shadow both throw their shurikens, dealing physical damage to any target they pass through. Each shuriken deals less damage to targets beyond the first. So that's an 80 strike. Looks like it's a range, kind of like Kennen's possibly. And it's two of them. Living Shadow. Zed's Shadow dashes forward, remaining in place for a short duration. Zed's Shadow will duplicate his spells. Activating Living Shadow again while his Shadow is active will cause Zed to switch positions with his Shadow. If both Zed and his Shadow strike the same target with their shurikens or Shadow Slash, Zed regains some energy, so he's using energy. Make note. And the target suffers an additional effect. Razor shurikens deal additional bonus damage, and the slow from Shadow Slash is dramatically increased. So his E, is obviously a slow then. His Living Shadow seems like it's going to be a, you send it out and you can switch places with it and jump on him if you need to or not. Or even an escape. Like you send it out and then go into a battle and then jump to him maybe to get away. I don't know. Shadow Slash. So much shadows. People with fucking lists are gonna hate this. Zed and his Shadow both create a burst of shadow, dealing physical damage to nearby enemies. His Shadow Slash, oh my god, slightly reduces the cooldown of Living Shadow by each unit struck. The Shadow Slash briefly slows enemies. Oh my god. Death Mark. Zed sinks into the shadows and dashes to his target. Kind of like a Nocturne, dealing physical damage, more AD. Looks like he's a bruiser. He also spawns a Living Shadow beyond the target, which duplicates his spells and marks the target. After 3 seconds, it will detonate, dealing more physical damage based on the damage dealt to the target he attacked in the first place. Zed can reactivate this ability to switch positions with this Shadow too. Oh my god. So pretty much just like you never know who you're attacking. So it's like a Shaco with a Bruiser, with a Nocturne, with a Kennen, with... yeah, that's about it. Wow. This is getting kind of weird. Unlike other champions with illusions, he can clone in his kit. With a Shadow clone active, Zed's abilities are duplicated, so he deals extra damage. And he can physical and magic damage, make Zed's versatile across multiple roles. So yeah, he pretty much is a Brid, but he sounds like he's gonna be built like a bruiser, like a Lee, or maybe a Riven or a Talon, not Talon, but like, you know what I'm saying, like a Riven or an Olaf or just something bruisey. When playing Zed in lane, his Shuriken can harass, obviously. I mean, duh, that's his poke. His E's the slow and his W's the let's move in and destroy him kind of a thing. His ganking and pursuit power also makes him an ideal jungle. Switching places with your Shadow clone via Living Shadow creates opportunities for lightning-fast initiations and escapes, like I figured, and even buff steals, it says. Powerful slow from a clone slash can also lock down an enemy champion, leaving him vulnerable to execution from a heavy-hitting charged attack with contempt for the weak. Once the teamfight starts, Zed's clone enables him to alternately deploy his abilities from a safe distance, or even deal... oh, so he can put a clone out, let it go all the way out, and attack for him while he just sits back and relaxes. Wow. Deathmark has an excellent cleanup ability, so it's a finisher. Managing this clone in combo kit is crucial to dominating with Zed. Strategically positioning Zed and his clone for a two-pronged assault. Here's pictures of him. And his clone looks like a shadow. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to really read the lore. If someone comments and says I should, I will, but I'm not going to. Pretty much I'm just going to say, this looks like a pretty awesome champion. I think I'll be buying him. I'm going to wait a day or two, and when I do, I'll put out a video about him maybe. So yeah, comment what you think about him.